Thank you for talking to the week, Dr. Heggade.
See, spirituality doesn't prohibit you from watching the world. You are in the world. So, as long as you live in this world, you have to understand the surroundings, the nature, and all other developments. So, I was also spiritually bound by my activities, but I was having a passion for all the wildlife. Like I collected a lot of antiques. Antiques is to preserve the old things so that the modern generation can look at it and enjoy it and can feel how the exchanges have taken place. So that was not in the way of my collections. You see, Dharmasthala, we had large collections, and people started donating vehicles. Even today, you must have seen 2 vehicles have been donated to us, and they want to donate further. So this type of inspiration came, and then they started donating us. When we collected large amount of vehicles, I thought we should also have one more place for stocking these vehicles, not just stocking in the garage, but exhibiting it in a proper way. So we made a beautiful museum here, and we allowed the photography to be taken here. There we had not allowed them to take photography, but here we allowed them to take mobile photography and all that. So a lot of people take photos and enjoy it. And it was done more systematically here. My personal favorite is the Daimler of Maharaja of Mysore. This vehicle was made for the tour of Queen of England to Australia. But unfortunately, the tour was cancelled for some reason, and that vehicle was parked in the showroom. So Mysore Maharaja, when he visited UK, he said, I want this car with me. So they sold the car to him. He had it for a long time. He came to Dharmasthala also in that same vehicle. And Jaichamaraj Indra Vadayar, he owned this car for some long time. But one day I found that he wanted to dispose of this car. Then I went to Swamiji of Suttur Mutt and requested him, can you just help me to introduce me to him? Because he knew my father, he knew my grandfather, but not me. I was very young then, about 25, 26 years. He said yes, but on one condition, yes. What is it, Swamiji? He said, don't bargain with Maharaja. You should not bargain with Maharaja. Whatever he says, you must pay and come back. Don't bargain. I said, yes, I will oblige that. So I went there, I talked to him. He was willing to part with it. And then, of course, we paid some money and we collected it. Lot of army vehicles are missing in this. So you have seen many army vehicles. Army vehicles are very interesting vehicles. They are made to protect the nation and protect our army people or navy people or air force people while they attack. So they wanted a powerful machine to hit the enemy at the same time protect their people. So I requested the present Minister for the Defence to give me, he has sanctioned some vehicles. It will be added here soon. Yeah, restoring is a very tough work. It's not easy, but I had seen, went to many countries. Every year we go on a tour of country and international tour. So everywhere we went and saw beautiful collections in the museum, and there they were preserving it in a very different condition. So I just thought that all my vehicles should be running condition. And when I came back, I went to my garage, told my drivers, mechanics there to preserve it in such a way that the vehicles are seen in original condition. So all the machines here can be started, can be moved, can be worked out. So I wanted all these vehicles to be speaking to people. So when they see a vehicle, they just don't see the shell. Shell is different, but I want them to talk to them. I want to feel them. I want to make them to feel that they are sitting in this car and traveling. Such feelings should be there. That is my idea. It's very encouraging, and we made the students, we don't charge the students. The students can freely see that, and the elders also, they can come and go around and enjoy the car museum, automobile museum. So I want them to enjoy it. 11 lakh visitors have visited this museum, and more than a lakh of students have visited this. So students are taken down and explained by our staff how the machine function, because from the initial mechanical system, it came to electrical system, electrical to electronic system, electronic to now digital. Now if you see the other vehicle, the vehicle starting was a very cumbersome process in old vehicle, but today's cars, you just touch it, it will start. So that perfection you have received in the digital and electronic age. But my idea was they should know this process they could reach only after the process which you find here. So I wanted them to see the old generation vehicles, including the mechanical process, electrical process, and then feel the changes, how it has changed. But so unless they see the old preparation, the sacrifice our elders have made, they don't understand. Now, for example, there is a vehicle here which has about 3 feet extra dashboard inside. Engine is placed very close to the sitting position, but there is extra 1 meter above this. So how this came? Because there was no computer then, so they could plan it only by hand. They designed it by hand. So the engine was fixed, but then there is a vehicle in Dharmasthala which has no dicky. There is no boot in the back to keep, because after all the design was made, perhaps that's my imagination, there was no place to keep the spare tires. So what to do with the spare tires? So they made a special angler and fixed the spare tire. But the spare tire problem was there was no space in the boot to keep even a single bag. So some such mistakes were committed earlier to the digitalization, and the modern computers came. So now they save every inch, and they try to reduce the weight for fuel efficiency. They reduce the weight even by 1 gram. After if a vehicle is designed, they will try to save the design in such a way that the weight is reduced and the fuel efficiency is increased. Yeah, I was in 10th standard when my father permitted my driver to start learning. So we had an ambassador which is not here but is in Dharmasthala in a working condition. 1962 model ambassador. So I started learning in that. First I came to Mysore. From Mysore I returned in that car, and I learnt, of course, then when I was in a degree course, father gave me Herald, Black Herald. So it was used by me for 3 years in Bangalore. So I learned driving like that. And then my father had a lot of confidence in me. He used to say, "You drive." So he used to sit with me for while I was driving. A lot of confidence in me. Some people, once it so happened that somebody came and complained to him that he is driving fast. Then he said, "Don't worry, he has got control, so let him drive." So that was the confidence he had in me, and I was encouraged by this confidence. See, the question is, the vehicles are not made for fast driving. They are made for fast driving, but the other conditions also they must consider. Like in Germany, they have a special road where they can drive up to 300 kilometers. But other roads are all made in such a way with signals, with warnings, with some protection for the cars, so that they can, in spite of that, Jacqueline can really lost her life in a Mercedes car. It is surprising. So I warn all the youngsters, cars are not made for speed driving. It is for perfection. It is for safety it is made. So drive it very cautiously and drive average. So if you calculate a speeding car and an average running car reaches better than the faster car. So if you consider driving to Bangalore at an average speed of 100, 180 to 100, you will reach faster than driving 120, breaking down, again picking up and all that. So vehicle also gets hurt, the speeding also hurts, and it is dangerous to life. So I say be cautious, drive very cautiously. Don't take any new car for fast driving. It is for comfort and safety. Well, there are many collectors who have better cars than me. I know that they have got better vehicles than me, but they all keep it for themselves. They have to keep it for them, their own personal pleasure or for family pleasure. But I thought this should be shown to public from the day one. I thought it's not for my personal pleasure, but I took personal pleasure in watching it, touching it, maintaining it, and all that. But still, the vehicles were shown to people. So when people appreciate it, I got more encouragement, and they started collecting donations. So now today we got 3 vehicles as a donation. So many people started donating the vehicle because they found they were in very good condition, protected at Dharmasthala, and they were also conditionally met. They said today they were saying after 100 years, my grandchildren can come and see. This is the confidence they have in us in Dharmasthala Kshetra. That helps me. They were very happy. They were very happy that it's happening in Mysore, because Bangalore is an ocean and this Mysore is a tourist center. So all the vehicles which passes to Mysore through this, they have to pass through the Payana. So Payana is a journey. It is not a traveling. The meaning of Payana is journey. Journey is evolution, how it has evolved over the years. So I wanted to name it as the Payana. Once I came to Mysore, I was thinking and I was meditating. And while meditating, I got the design of this tire position. So I woke up from the meditation. I just drew it in a paper and gave it to architect. Architect developed it very nicely. So I'm very happy that this design has attracted many people who cross this area, and they are all happy to see this design. Earlier I used to drive the last 10 years I have stopped driving. I am 77 now. After about 65 years I stopped driving, and I don't drive now. Earlier I used to drive many cars, and any car is a good car for me. I had no discrimination of cars. Even old cars I used to enjoy, modern cars I used to enjoy, powerful cars I used to enjoy, all brakeless cars also I used to enjoy. And I say, oh, this is I used to ask my wife to sit with me, saying that there is no brake in it. The shouting was inspiring me. Her shouting was inspiring me to drive a car without brakes. And so it used to stop after several efforts. So she used to enjoy it. I used to enjoy her screaming. Yeah, one is that Mahatma Gandhiji used a car. It was exhibited in Bangalore about for 30 years back for some exhibition. So they said they don't want to carry it back to Pondicherry after this exhibition. So they said, can you collect it? So it was a God sent. I never asked for it. Many vehicles have been added like that. They just come and say, you collect it, I want to give it to you. So C.V. Raman's family came to Dharmasthala. They saw the cars, they said, oh, it's so well maintained. So our cars are there. If it is with you, lakhs of people will see that and you can protect it properly. So we collected the car from C.V. Raman's family. We collect 2 cars. One is Studebaker, another is Morris. Both vehicles are maintained well, and that is how we started collecting. Many cars are with background here. Of course, as I said, Daimler is the car with Maharaj of Mysore. Then I got a car with Sridhar Swamiji of the Sringeri Swamiji. He came and visited my museum and said, I want to give you your car because so you are maintaining it so well. So I collected a car from Sringeri Swamiji, and it is in Dharmasthala. A car. So one is spare parts. Second is you should have good mechanics who could understand the engine, understand the vehicle, and they can restore it. Restoration is not a replacement of it. Today repair means restoration. They throw away the parts and fix new parts. But these parts are not available. So sometimes we have to get manufacture some of the spare parts. So our mechanics should be good enough to, intelligent enough to find out what is fault. Fault finding is very important. Instead of dismantling everything and saying what to find, they can exactly find out what is the defect and they restore it. And restoration, if we don't find a new original replacement, then we collect it from the vehicle. But fortunately, in the olden days, all companies had a common supplier like Chevrolet or Dodge or General Motors. All these vehicles had regular suppliers. So suppliers, they used to supply the spares to all the vehicles. So common spares are available. Now if you think of a Dodge and think of a Chevrolet, they sometimes the parts are same. You can replace it. If it inspires even a person, now everybody says, oh, we had this vehicle, we sold it. So now feeling sorry for having sold that vehicle or parted with it. Now they feel so sorry. Now I want them at least to preserve whatever they have. Even a motor two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, if they have something old, now they can preserve it. And they say, oh, my father used it, my grandfather, uncle used it. But now it is not with us. They want them to preserve these vehicles. And also we have a small museum here down. The very interesting museum in Dharmasthala. So there also they have the good collections of antiques. They can protect it. Of course, there is a Chevrolet now. There are later models, 62 models later. They can be driven to any distance. And some of these old cars are not only they are capable of running within the compound wall. The non-use is the problem. They say you use any car every day, you can maintain it. But if you park it in a place for 1 year, 2 years, then you can't expect them to function as it is. So our problem in the museum is parking. We park the vehicle for a year or two, and then they can't think of driving it immediately. So all these vehicles are rusted because they are made to stand in a place. More use, more functional. This is the theory. They have a place, and they will not enjoy automatic car. If car is parked reverse taking, and now there is already for reverse parking, there is an area they can, but not to distance. So it is better they enjoy the driving. Even today people enjoy driving. The driving is a pleasure. It's not that automatic artificial intelligence should be used for driving, and they can reach office safely. But at the same time, they will not enjoy the cars. Paying so much of money and making the cars run on its own, I don't think it's acceptable to me. The German cars are made for hard life and then tough driving. They can take any terrain. Actually, one of the agents in Nepal, he took me in a Mercedes car in a rough road very fast. I said, my dear, how can you drive like this? He said, the cars are meant for that. The cars are meant to take shocks and hits. So don't worry, drive fast. In any bad road, they will withstand the road. That is the philosophy of American cars. A big is better. They used to call it big is better. Anything they used to make is a big ones. And they wanted pleasure. They wanted luxury. They wanted looking beautiful. And British are known for sturdiness, and I'm very surprised to see these small cars made in England. Even a person, a well-built person cannot get entry, but they make small cars in UK and France and Italy. I was surprised to see the small cars in these countries with the heavy body of persons there. But still they manage those things. You must have seen the Laurel and Hardy movie where he wants to escape with a girl, and they push the girl inside the car, and the car can't move. So this type of manufacturing concepts of British, German, Americans are very interesting. Now I think the space is already occupied, but still I am expecting some cars from Army and Navy and Air Force. If they come, either they will be placed inside or outside. I collected the double decker with great difficulty from Mumbai. So Mumbai, I came to know that they are disposing of the double decker. So I contacted a person there and I got the beautiful two vehicles we have got from Mumbai, two double deckers. So we got a steam roller, which used to 2 hours they used to take to boil the water and then give the combustion to move the vehicle. So we have got that also here. I collected one taxi which was running between Honavar and Dharmasthala. Every week it used to come to taking duty. So I collected that. So with some background, I collect some vehicles, and now I want some vehicles of the fire service. Fire engines are not here. I want to collect a fire service engine so that children can see fire engine and recognize it. See, Maharaja's car Daimler, it is called as Daimler. It was not the British, American, German Daimler, it is a British Daimler. And you have a very incorporated in there. It is very powerful, but it gives hardly about gallon. Gallon is about 4.5 liter something. So it gives about 4 to 5 kilometers per gallon. So when he came to Dharmasthala, a truck petrol was coming, carrying only the petrol. So it was, I never used it for long journey. I use it only in Dharmasthala. So sometimes that is a very difficult to maintain that car with fuel efficiency. Yeah, this we have collected many things here. We have got antique furniture, antique carts. So from car to car. This is my first. I got a vehicle in Dharmasthala where I cut the ambassador car into two pieces, and the back portion of the car and this used to pull by the carts. We have got a vehicle there. So I went from cart to car, how the transformation took place. That is the inspiration for the youngsters. And I want to have one more section where they can draw the picture of cars, automobile, future. If they want to a picture design, I am planning to have a center where they can plan it. So I have got few ideas like this where the children can enjoy, not only visit but mechanically make perfection of the visit.